Om ye dharma hetu prabhavam hetum tesham dathagato yavatat tesham chayo nirodha evam vati mahashamanaye swaha. Om he dharma hetu prabhavam hetum tesham dathagato yavatat tesham chayo nirodha evam vati mahasramanaye swaha. Om ye dharma hetu prabhavam hetum tesham dathagato yavatat tesham chayo nirodha evam vati mahasramanaye swaha. All phenomena arise from causes. The causes are taught by the Tathagata. The cessation causes as well is taught by the great seer. Okay, anyone can help me, tell me as to where we left yesterday?
Yes.
Where did I leave yesterday? What topic?
With the lesson of not becoming the drama.
Okay, the first two morning sessions.
We were talking about the motivation of Bodhichitta, altruistic motivation. We were discussing what is altruism. That's where we did.
Okay.
Talking about the different phases of pain and disease, samsara, like pain, karma, and these all three.
Okay, the 5 points? 3 out of 5?
5.
5. So in one day, 5 becomes 3. I'm joking. Okay, thank you. So we talked about the 5 points, how we operate samsara, then how we can possibly come out of samsara. So once you know how the samsara comes into existence, then we can also learn how to get out of samsara. Okay, so with this in mind, this is very important given that we are having like 3 sessions a day, and alongside the morning session, early morning session. So although we are doing the practice, alongside we explain things. It's very important for us that we can do a little bit of the more systematic, although within 8 days is too short. But still, we have 8 into 3 is 24 sessions. In there, we can do a little bit of the studies a little systematically. So with this in mind, what I will share with you is that we talked about how samsara comes into existence. Samsara, what's the immediate cause for samsara? Contaminated karmas. What was the immediate cause of contaminated karmas? Afflictions. What's the immediate cause of afflictions? Inappropriate attention. And what's the immediate cause of inappropriate attention? Self-grasping ignorance. So, what's the immediate cause of self-grasping ignorance?
Wisdom.
Oh, cause of the ignorance is wisdom. That's amazing. This group is very special. So, wisdom is to ignorance. No, don't say that. And particularly when you go out to retreat, and someone asks you, so what are these causes? You say this happened so well, and someone asks you, what's the cause? The immediate cause of the ignorance? You say wisdom. Who taught you that? Geshe Dorji Damdul. Right? Geshe Dorji Damdul. Then people will say, maybe they have a good impression of me, and then you give a very good impression. Wow, Geshe Dorji is amazing. Wisdom gives us ignorance. Don't say this. Right? So if you still say this, till you're able to say that wisdom doesn't give us to ignorance, don't live Tushita. You can live Tushita only if you're able to say that wisdom doesn't give us to ignorance. Wisdom liberates us. Ignorance binds us in samsara. Okay, what is the cause of the ignorance? What's the immediate cause of ignorance? What is the immediate cause of ignorance? Okay, I am more expecting from the Nalanda students. Nalanda? Yes. Nalanda, what? NMC, NDC, NCC, NIC? NCC, not NMC. Tell me. Okay, so in a way you are giving the definition, you are giving the meaning of the ignorance. It's a belief in self-grasp. It's a belief in things as existing intrinsically. But my question is, what's the cause of that? For example, say the cause of the apple seed, the cause of the apple tree is the apple seed. Apple seed is not apple tree. Apple tree is not apple seed. So, but the apple seed is the cause of the apple tree. Now, what is the cause of? Okay, Tenzin Sen Sangha.
The nature of the mind.
I think there's only one Tenzin Samsara, right? How many Samsara there?
The sexualization of inappropriate attention.
Okay, 1, 2, Tenzin three. There are 3 Tenzin Samsaras. One Tenzin Samsara here from Vietnam, one from there, which country? So you said it?
I see the nature of the mind.
So you are Tenzin Samsara? You are Tenzin Samsara? Okay, it's very confusing. So, this group is very special. Okay, ignorance gives us wisdom. There's so many Tenzin Samsara. Okay, Tenzin Samsara, tell me.
Preceding moment of ignorance. That's right.
Okay, did you all hear what this Samsara said? Said ignorance is given rise to the preceding moment of the ignorance. For example, today, who you are, so how many of you are 1 day older in comparison with what you were yesterday? Presents? How many of you are 1 day older in comparison with what you were yesterday? Again, what about those people who didn't raise hand? You are as young as yesterday. No, you are not. Okay, so you're already 1 day older in comparison yesterday. Okay, so the preceding. So what you are today is because of yesterday, preceding moment. Yesterday. What you are today, 2025, is because of what you were today to what you were 2024. This is how we have to go back. So with the ignorance, this is the root. Because it's the root, it doesn't mean that it doesn't have the cause. It has a cause. All impermanent phenomena should necessarily have a cause. Yedama hetu prabhava. All composite phenomena should necessarily come into being by dependence on causes. Okay, so this is what we learned. Now, if you don't want the miseries, the first ones, suffering, misery is so acute. And the third Bible says that those of us who are mentally okay, something to eat, and people are not abusing you for the time being, you're very lucky. Otherwise, underground, how many people are suffering? Extremely painful. And then, so somebody else is creating problem, creating pain on others. This is one. And then many, they create their own problems. They create their own problems, unnecessary problems. So the pains are so acute, we can understand it. And then in some situations, we see that it is like extremely vicious cycle. We are trapped in this, and the pain is so acute. And the what it says that, and we can be in that loop any time. So while we are still, yes, exactly, this is what you're doing. What I'm trying to do, what you're also trying to do, to come to these retreats and listen to these the wisdoms of the earlier, the great masters from for example, like the great Tibet masters, then the Narayana masters from the Buddha, and today we have this old Dalai Lama. We've been receiving all people influence. For example, Venerable Kumpela and the seniors, they were all, the mind is all filled with the advice, instructions, the from His Holiness, the teachings of His Holiness, the Dalai Lama. So that we are all influenced by the teachings, the guidance of His Holiness, the Dalai Lama. We are very fortunate. So in short, what I'm trying to say is that we must take the maximum of this life, not a waste of this life, just see how much we can get out of this loop, get out of this very, very painful loop. And for time being, many of us, yes, I fully understand this, many of us we may not be aware what he's talking about. The loop, what is that loop? Where is the painful loop? No, for me it's fine. I just came from my country, and here I came to learn about Tushita, and then I said, what is that? And then I said, so what's the loop? And yes, and some of us, we have your personal experiences of the loop, very painful loops, and some of us must have came out of this, we escaped out of this, but lucky. So on this loop, say they are outside people creating this loop for you, and then you within your family, outside, and you yourself doing this, and once in a while when we come out of this, like we spend time here. So these are the times that we take the maximum advantage of that, so that in the future are times that you don't really have to worry at all. Instead, you should be the inspiration to so many people to come out of these extremely vicious and painful loops. You should be inspiration. And so two questions arise here. So, he's from the next life, but how do we know there's next life? This is one question. Then the book is, why should I help others? So it's about take care of yourself, that's it. And they will take care of themselves. So the point is that finally, okay, first, how do we know rebirth? How do we know next life? This is a very serious question which hit me when I was 20. When I was exactly 20, right below here, in the main temple, my institute, where my teacher, Venerable Geshe, and my teacher, Venerable Geshe, Tamjir, two of them were there. And then my other teachers like Venerable Geshe, Gyasur, they're all there. And it was 20, how many years ago? But I was just like 20 years. And my teacher, the school principal, institute's principal also, she invited one American lady doctor to give a talk on neuroscience to his students. And he knew that, yes, I came from the school with English background. So he asked me to be the translator, because the majority of the monks, they do not speak English. And with my background in science, so he asked me to translate, and I did the translation. Translating, yes, I had to do justice to that, even though the presentation is brilliant. If my translation misses a lot, then there's no point. The audience will not get anything. So I made sure, tried my best to make sure that maximum is passed down to the audience, to the other monks. Then the lady, that American lady doctor, what she presented of the workings of the brain, it was mind-blowing. Was the biology that I learned, the brain that I learned in school, till I was age like 17 or 18, it was very rudimentary, very gross, very simple. And then here, this American lady doctor, what she's talking is very sophisticated, saying that If they say, when you're happy, this part of the brain is activated, amygdala is activated. When you're sad, this part is activated. When you visually you are seeing something, cortex is activated. And then the language is because of this. I was so fascinated. And that night, I did not touch a sleep. You know why? Because it shook my faith. This young boy's faith was shaken so badly. If this is how the brain works, whatever we think of the mind, the active mind, if you correlate this so precisely with the brain, where is the mind? Where's the mind? If there's no mind, where is the reincarnation? Where's the next birth? If there's no rebirth, why should I follow Buddhism? This was my question. Although I was born as a Buddhist, but I'm not really strict or meaning rigid. Then what should I, unless there's the reason, why should I do that? So this was a major crisis in my life. I left from college to do Buddhist philosophy, and then suddenly my whole belief was shaken. Then my whole belief, all these many years, was that there should be rebirth. There should be the next life. And that was shaken. Then my whole the belief, and now this young boy, now growing, the foundation was shaken. So I did not have sleep that whole night. And then I did not tell anybody. I just made up my mind that now, Dorji, don't think that you are a Buddhist. Start from a clean slate. Where Buddhism, don't say it's not true. Don't say it's true. Don't say it's not true. Your job is start from the clean slate with question mark. Then I started this journey of exploring if there's a mind which travels from one life to the next life, which is responsible or which can be accountable for the existence of the rebirth. So that was my journey. It's already like how many years now? And almost like 38 years of journey into this. And it's called lucky that the institution where I was brought up, that institution, and the monasteries, Tibetan monasteries, there are usually two kinds. One which is more ritualistic and the other more academic. And I belong to the academic monastery, lucky that I can then explore. And lucky that we also study this Pramanavartika, the text by Acharya Dharmakirti, and which talks about rebirth. The whole one chapter is dedicated on this. But if you don't expect that you're reading this chapter 2, you will understand rebirth. No, it will not happen. And this is pure logical assertion to establish rebirth. At the same time, it requires multiple factors to gain conviction rebirth. So it should be your own effort. And today we are lucky to have a neuroscience, quite a developed neuroscience. So talk about the brain, working the brain, and then bringing the two together, neuroscience and the reasons, the logics given by Acharya Dharmakirti in his book Pramanavartika about the existence of rebirth, establish the brain and mind relationship. So studying all these things is a very beautiful journey, I would say, extremely beautiful journey. And then yes, this is end of the whole topic to be discussed. And after all these many years, finally, I think last year, I talked about this, what I've been researching on for the last many years, almost 38 years. I taught about it in Pune University. Pune University about this topic more officially. I taught about it. So meanwhile, I was getting materials for this, whatever I've been thinking about, contemplating, getting materials to finally hoping that a book will come out about the efficacy of rebirth. Okay, so this is one question. The next part is about, say, I said that then finally that take the maximum out of this life, that in the next life we don't really have to worry about this vicious loop. You can come out of the vicious loop, and then you can be great inspiration and to help to as many beings to come out of this vicious loop. So vicious loop, why vicious loop? We don't know how to get out of the loop. That's ignorance. So when you get the wisdom, by taking advantage of your existence in this life and meeting with the Dharma, particularly meeting with the I would say the Nalanda tradition. Nalanda tradition. Buddhism developed in Nalanda University since 1st century AD. So that is something which is of particular the importance for us, that we take the maximum out of this in this life to study this tradition, so that we, for example, let's say that the let's say that that you are housekeeping in a hotel of like say 500 rooms. So you are the only person the housekeeping. So which means you have to carry 500 keys. Yes, 500 keys. Okay. No, 500 keys will be very heavy. You cannot carry that. So carry one key, master key. You're getting it? Don't carry 500 keys. Carry one key. What is that? Master key. One key opens all the 500 doors. So Nalanda tradition is like master key. I didn't learn Western philosophy. And because of Nalanda tradition, training Nalanda tradition, now I'm teaching Western philosophy to people who are doing the PhD in Western philosophy. I'm teaching Western philosophy to them. Because I read Western philosophy, I can really understand what they're thinking. Descartes, what he's thinking. David Hume, what he's thinking. We can exactly see. And their flaws also. What are their flaws? We can see that. So this is not because of I'm great. It's because of this tradition. This amazing, this master key that we're given by this tradition, not the tradition. So if you study this, you get a master key. Once you get a master key, you will see, you just open all the gates of the treasures. So with this you can help many others. Next question is, if I get a master key, why should I help others? Why don't I enjoy myself? This is the next question. Very simple. Finally, what you want is, with a master key, without master key, it doesn't matter. Your job is what? Don't forget the goal. What's the goal?
Well-being.
Well-being, happiness. If somebody who can articulate it. Anyone? Hey. What have 2 days? Okay, Simran expert. Simran, she's expert from to something. Okay, anyone else? Huh? Who said it? Yes, your name? Dani. Okay, Dani said Nirvana and Buddha. If somebody can, okay, what Dani says is perfect. If somebody can say that in a secular context, anyone?
Unity.
Huh?
Unity.
Okay. Say it again.
Fearlessness and infinite happiness.
Your name?
Max.
Max. Okay. So Max got it correctly. Thank you. Max and Danny combined together. What Max said is the secular in a secular context, but Danny said it's in technical context, Buddhist context, right? So in future, if you want somebody to speak to a secular audience, we'll invite Max. And for a Buddhist audience, we'll invite Danny. Okay, thank you. So when I ask questions, usually when I ask questions, if you on day one, just the first session, then I won't really expect you to come up with the technical answers, but anything that comes to mind can be done. But when we already have like 2, 3, 4, 5 sessions, with what I'm expecting is that you say something which is technically correct, whether in secular context or in a technical sense, whatever, it should be technically correct. So it doesn't mean that you should mimic my words. That's not what I'm saying. The concept must be crystal clear. Okay, so thank you. What we see finally, with the master key, without master key, it doesn't matter. What is important, what matters is your fearlessness and infinite happiness. You getting it? So these are two things. And what we have learned by cause and effect, by the mechanism of the cause and effect, we come to know that the fearlessness and infinite happiness, particularly I would say, with respect to infinite happiness, happiness is where You break the barriers and your mind spreads with ease. You agree? This is the happiness. You agree? Let me repeat it. For example, let's say that, Venerable Kumbhela said, Geshe-la, now please come to give a teaching. I said, yes. I thought that they were all new people. The moment I sit here, there's all people who are against me, my earlier competitors, right? And then what will I feel? I feel a barrier. What will I feel? Will I feel ease or I feel suffocated? I feel suffocated because of the barrier. You're getting it? And then I wipe my eyes and see that no, they're all strangers. They're all the unknown people. Then instantly the barrier dissolves. You're getting it? And then more so, if I see the people ask all my friends from my earlier days, they're all here. Then not only the barrier dissolves, my mind moves so fast. That's the ease. You're getting it? So what we seek is, with a master key, without master key, it doesn't matter. What really matters is your ease, your infinite ease, and your fearlessness. So for that, we come to know that these don't come randomly. They come through dependence on the respective causes. Ye dharma hetu prabhava. You're getting it? So the conviction in the law of cause and effect, this is so important. So I can say it's scientific, the way Albert Einstein said, quantum mechanics, when he talks about the randomness, Albert Einstein was never happy. He said that God does not play dice, meaning that there's no room for randomness. Whole universe operates based on the physical law of cause and effect. So this is exactly what Buddha taught. Yedadarma hetu prabhava hetum tesham tathagato hyavata. All these phenomena, they arise from the causes. And what the causes are is taught by the Tathagata. And how to bring the end to the cause of the miseries is also taught by the great seer. So with this knowledge, we should really have a sense of conviction in the law of cause and effect. That should be a basic principle of how we lead a life, to give a meaning to one's life. The confidence in cause and effect. Cause and effect. If you don't want suffering, know that suffering comes from the causes, undesirable causes. Karmic karmas. What else? Afflictions, inappropriate attention, self-grasping ignorance. So coming to know that miseries that we go through, they should necessarily come into being by these causes. If I don't want the miseries, I have to stop these causes. Okay. Let me ask one question to you, and not question. I seek advice, and you have to give me advice. Ready? Okay. So first, I have to give you information so that you know what advice to give me. Okay, I'm cooking stories. Some of them are the fact. For example, let's say that I'm suffering from the asthma attack. I have an asthma problem. That is, it's not true, right? Don't spread the news that Geshe-la suffers from asthma. Okay, so I know that my sister will worry unnecessarily. My sister who is next, I think about maybe 2-3 kilometers from here, she'll answer unnecessary worry, right? Okay, so so I'm suffering from asthma attack, and I live in Delhi in the month of, okay, all this information, based on that you have to come up with advice. I live in Delhi in the month of May is very dry weather, and that's fact. And I live on the third floor of a building, and in the month of May is very dry, but due to some moisture, humidity, in May, I started to have the asthma problem. So what should I do? I don't want this, that's my problem. Is there anybody who can advise me what to do? Just raise hands to advise me. What advice could you give me? Just advise me. Okay, one of the name, your name?
Yuva.
Yuva. Yes. Okay, go to the doctor. Thank you. Yes, you're right. Go to the doctor. Thank you. Anyone else with hands? Yes, over there.
A good air purifier. Good air purifier, Dyson.
It's not a purifier. I have to get a dehumidifier.
Yeah.
You want me to have the air purifier? In the air purifier, dehumidifier. These two are different. In Delhi, you need many things. You need dehumidifier. You need air purifier. You need the AC. You need heater. You need all these things. What should I buy? Dehumidifier. Okay, anyone else over there? Your name?
Rahul,
Yes, Rahul?
you mentioned that moisture existed.
Yes.
So get rid of the mold.
Okay. Get rid of how? By cleaning it? Clean the room? Clean the room, thank you. Okay, the lady there, what's your name?
Yava.
Yara. Yara or Yaha?
Yava is up.
Yaga.
Yes.
From Israel? Okay, I thought it's Yaha. It's not Yaha. Yaha.
Whatever.
Oh, it's fine. Yeah, so you. Thank you. Whatever's easy for me.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You can maybe think about moving to another place.
Oh, you moved to another place. Okay, thank you. I'll keep that in mind. There's so
Maybe
many books.
Himalaya is good.
There's so many books. Okay, I do Himalaya. Then who'll take her to Tibet House in Delhi? Oh, I thought it's a good advice. It's not so good advice. Okay, the lady over there.
One can try breathing exercises.
Your name?
Puna.
Punamji. So I try to do breathing exercises. Yes, thank you. And Ajay Dalpunla? Okay, Ajay Dalpunla is expert. Okay. Why am I asking experts? Okay, Ajay Dalpunla is expert. Okay, the lady over there. Say it again. Google give you the best answers and the worst answers. And I don't know which is worst and which is best. Okay, the lady over there, your name?
Maybe there is an emotional reason for your asana and you mentioned
Okay. The emotional, I'm not too sure. No, emotional imbalance. I think I'm okay. Okay. Okay, Shubham.
Open the balcony. That's the easiest thing you can do for having that.
Open?
Go to the balcony, open the windows.
Open windows and welcome the mosquitoes. Open the window and welcome the mosquitoes in Delhi, right? And then you will have dengue, asthma plus dengue. Okay, here. Your name?
Keep the spray.
Your
My name is
name?
Sol.
Sol.
Yeah, keep the spray always with you, and whenever you get the attack, you can use the spray.
Okay, be ready with what about it? Inhaler, ready, keep always ready with the inhaler.
Yes, like when you don't need to like that much stuff.
Small one.
Yes, like that.
Small and spread.
Yeah.
Spray inhaler, right? Keep it ready. Okay, that's good. Okay, Phil.
Find the cause for the asthmatic and find the cause for the asthmatic and then just remove the cause. Because it can be from anything, the asthmatic. It can be from humidity, it can be from dust, it can be from allergic to the head. But once you find the cause, the cause for the asthmatic, you can find a way to remove it. And then no asthmatic.
What if it's genetic?
Wait for the next one.
Okay, so the Phil is saying, look for the cause and fix it, right? Don't ask us. Phil is saying, look for the cause and fix it. Don't bother us. Don't bother us. Fix it. Look for the cause and fix it. And next said that, what if it's genetic? Right? Okay, here.
I think you just need to investigate yourself, like to see what is happening, not to
Yes.
say that you have an asthma attack, just to see what is happening right now.
Right now,
Not right now, but to see what is happening,
at that point.
and in the cause of that, to investigate what you need to do, what will help you. Maybe it's to go out, maybe it's to go to the doctor, maybe it's just investigate. You would, I don't know.
Okay, thank you. Just investigate. Okay, the last
Investigate them.
Maybe there's nothing to do.
name,
Shelly. My name is Shelly.
Shelly. Okay, so Shelly said, I'm sorry, there's nothing to do. It's accepted.
It's not like it's not risking your life.
As long as it's not risking life, it's okay. Bear with it.
No, and you you live with it all your life, and you did all the things that everyone told you to do. Then you know it's temporary. You suffer.
No, how do you know it's temporary? We never know. It may be lasting.
If you are asthmatic, you know it.
Yes, I know it. It can be lasting.
I'm saying, if you exploring and took all the medicine and the inhaler and cleaned everything down, and you did everything,
Yes, and
and there's
if
nothing.
nothing works, then accept it.
Accept it.
Accept it, yeah. Okay, not too hopeful.
What was the cause the most?
Okay, Anka is saying, what's the cause? So I'm asking you and you asking me. For here.
Better take the inhaler and accept it and be with it.
Okay, just take the inhaler. If it works good, if it doesn't work, accept it. Be with it. Right? What's the problem? Don't bother us.
You said you are living on the third floor.
Yes.
There are no plants, no air, so you can have indoor plants.
Okay, it's extra work. So even the small place that I have, I can't manage it. Now I have to manage the plants also. Okay.
Go to the root of the problem. What caused the...
So I asked you and you are now asking me. Okay.
Go to a group of asthmatic that tell the story.
Oh, create a WhatsApp group of the people who suffer from stomach.
Facebook or a daily group.
Facebook, just check. Who are the stomach problem? Please come.
Facebook, laughing each other.
Yes, he create a group and then ask, what's your problem? What is my problem? And let's share the thoughts. Okay, that's good. I wish I have more time. Right? So I told her to come to Tushita due to the early morning teaching into the evening, right? I have enough time to explore. Okay. Okay, gentlemen here. Your name?
Mattia. I would probably suspect about your leakage. It's the leakage
And in Narendra studies?
in your home.
No, are you from Narendra studies?
Yes.
NMC, NDC?
DC.
NDC, okay. Okay, good. So, what's her name?
Mattia.
Mattia. So Mattia says that Geshe-la, you don't listen to these people. You don't listen to these people. Mattia said, Geshe-la, can I spend 5 minutes in your house? And then I said, yes. So then he comes in, then he said, don't listen to these people. Open the window, invite mosquitoes, but the dehumidifier. And the dehumidifier people, the person who fixes it will say, I'll come tomorrow, never comes. Right? And then what? Go to hospital, and they will give you some medicines. And the medicines will forcefully make it, and they get gradually be addicted to medicines. And then what else? Move the house, all the hundreds of the books that you have, down, again, up, not easy. Right? Okay, so they don't listen to anybody, just give him 5 minutes. So Mathiya then comes to my room and just check the room. He don't ask me, what's the problem? What's the root of the problem? Accept it. He do not say this. He just comes in for 5 minutes and checks it, and he said, okay, now Geshe-la, I've got a problem. I know. Now your problem will be fixed. So he said that, Geshe-la, bring 10 rupees. So I give him 10 rupees. With 10 rupees, he bought a glue. He discovered that in the running pipeline, water pipeline, there was a tiny crack there. Very tiny, like a crack which one can feel it only when you touch. Otherwise, it's so fine that you don't even see it easily. So he put the glue there, problem over. That's just 10 rupees. And the dehumidifier cost me 20,000 rupees. And that also not come very easily. Right? And the hospital again, you have to go, come back, the medicines, 1,000 rupees. And the mosquitoes, the windows, Shubham, he already suffered himself recently. Now he's making me to suffer dengue, right? In by the mosquitoes, right? And some telling me, Geshe-la, you have to accept it. This is karma, accept it. Right? So Madhya said, no, karma, there are two kinds. It's not that you don't accept it, which we can fix, right? Some definite karma and some answer weak karmas are there. So what you are suffering may be a weak karma, which we can get rid of very easily. So he fixed it in 10 rupees. I don't have to move all these, books, heavy books down, up. I don't do all these. I don't go through all these problems, and I don't also have to feel hopeless. Accept it. I don't have to accept it. So the point is that if you identify the root of the problem, fix it, and your problems will be over. Okay, this is so important. So with this mind, so okay, now let's see that in the history of the humanity, can we think of somebody who succeeded in this journey? Answer is yes. Flipping through the history book, we come to know that once upon a time, 2,500 years ago, there was a young prince by the name Prince Siddhartha. So it is said that he succeeded in this journey. But how? This next question. Don't say, oh, he's amazing, he's enlightened. Don't say like this. Okay, it is said that he succeeded in this journey. Tell me, or let me explore what is his journey like to see whether he actually succeeded in this. Okay, so for this, we need to know a very quick biography of the Buddha. How this Prince Siddhartha, he succeeded in his journey. So usually we talk about the Buddha's biography, very simple things. Sometimes they are not too acceptable. Some of the biographies, like as well, on the one hand we say that the Prince Siddhartha is born as extremely intelligent and very compassionate. On the other hand, sometimes depicted as very, what is the word? Very dull boy. His charioteer seems to be more smart than him. Charioteer is somebody who's just driving his chariot, and then the Prince was asking charioteer like same age as Buddha, and he was given the response. So like he's more smart than the Prince. These are all okay. What was the case? Let me now share the biography, and biography meant for the learned people. It doesn't mean that I'm learned, you are learned, we are the special group. No, this is not the connotation. Biography is shared by one great Indian master, a 6th century great Indian master by the name Acharya Dignaga. So this great teacher, his name will come very often. Acharya Dignaga. Tibetan, Lubin Cholang. His name will come very often. And so he wrote okay, so meanwhile I'll also share a little bit of stories here and there for you to get something very complete, not just pure philosophy to make you too heavy. This teacher, Acharya Dignaga, when he was, it was 6th century AD. So what happened was that he was, by the way, he is revered, respected as the father of Buddhist logic and epistemology. Let me repeat it. Acharya Dignaga. He is revered, respected as the father of Buddhist logic and epistemology. Okay, so at one point he was compiling all his works on logic and epistemology into one, and for that combination, first he was hermit. He was hermit with all these learnings. Having done these learning, vast learning before, and now he was more as a hermit. And what he did was that he wrote on one stone slate, he wrote the word of salutation to the Buddha. And he left it there, and then he went for his alms round for food. Coming back, he saw that what he wrote on this stone slate, it was erased. He did it 3 times, 3 consecutive days, and all erased. And on the 4th day, instead of writing the same thing, he wrote something else. He wrote that whosoever erased this, what I wrote, if you erased it because of a joke, as a joke, this is not a matter of joke, this is a very important point, please don't erase this. If you erase this because that you disagree with what I wrote there, then show up in person. What does it mean by show up in person? Come and we will debate. If you disagree, you have the freedom to disagree with what I wrote, but we'll debate to see. Then he left that note and left. Coming back, he saw a man waiting there for competition, for debate. And in those days, it's a very serious debate. Debate means that, for example, say, if the 2 teachers from 2 different traditions, they debate, and if person A lost the debate, person A, along with all his students, should be converted to the other tradition. That was the bet in those days. And Acharya Dharmakirti, Acharya who? Acharya Dignaga. Of course, he is the father of the Buddhist logic and epistemology. Who can compete with him? So this man, 2 of them started to debate. And of course, the other person was easily defeated. And the other person, instead of sticking to the rules, other person also happened to have some mental power. In those days, mental power, many of us may think that this is not possible, right? These are the stories. This is not stories. Say that today we are so distracted. There are so distractions outside. Whereas in those days, the distraction that we have, they're totally absent. So their mind can be directed towards more meaningful things. Some of them they directed to attain miracle powers. And and also that the Buddha discouraged his disciples from performing miracle powers. Don't forget it. Buddha discouraged his disciples from performing miracles. There are many people among the Buddha's disciples who had miracle powers, but Buddha discouraged that. And at one point, 2 monks were going for alms round, and the whole all the villagers, somehow they were so looking at the 2 monks, and they started to denigrate these two monks, and also denigrate the Buddha. Say these 2 monks, when they were villagers, they were denigrating them. They were fine. But when the villagers, they started to denigrate the Buddha, talking badly about the Buddha, then the 2 monks, they were very unhappy. So, the villagers, they were making fun of the monks, saying that you are said to have miracle power, but they all this are stupid, you don't have this is just a lie, all these, I'm trying to insult them, and they didn't mind. And they said, your teacher also. Then they would bring the Buddha. They're trying to denigrate the Buddha. Then the monks, they were very unhappy, and particularly one monk, they said that, okay, now I'll tell you what my teacher's like. First, you see what I'm doing. So this monk was about to perform miracles to impress these people, these villagers. And the other monk reminded him, hey, be mindful. Our teacher discouraged us to perform miracles. So if you're doing that, you're breaching the teacher's advice. And then the first monk says that, no. So look at these villagers. They are now insulting our teacher now. They insult us, is fine, but they're insulting our teacher. This is not acceptable. So the first monk did not listen to the second monk, and he performed the miracle. And of course, the villagers, they were so impressed. They were so impressed, and they started to respect. And two of the monks came there, and the second monk informed this to the Buddha, and the Buddha scolded the first monk for performing miracles. Okay, so with this in mind, now this guy who was waiting outside the Acharya Dinaga's the hermitage, two of them started to have the debate, and the other person lost the debate. And as per the rule, he should be converted. Instead of sticking to the rule, what he did was that with the miracle power that he had, he started to send fires from his mouth towards Acharya Dignaga. And Acharya Dignaga, his robes were burned. Then Acharya Dignaga, he felt extremely sad. Every day I'm praying that may I become Buddha for the benefit of all sentient beings. Forget about all sentient beings. I can't even one person. I can't help even one person who is sitting next to me. If this is what I fail to do, how can I help all the sentient beings? He felt so demoralized. And then the slate is a stone slab on which he wrote this verse. He threw in the sky, and the moment it falls, he was thinking of quitting the idea of bodhicitta, then to work on his personal liberation. To his surprise, the slate never fell. So he looked up in the sky and he saw Arya Manjushri. Arya Manjushri, here, the one with holding the sword over there, one holding the sword there. Arya Manjushri, and the Bodhisattva of wisdom. He was holding the slate. He was holding the slate. Then Arya Manjushri advised Acharya Dignaga, okay, my child, never ever feel demoralized. I'm always there to guide you. The book that you're going to write, this is going to be very, very, very important. This is going to be like the eyes for innumerable beings in the future to see the path to enlightenment. Continue your job, and I'm always there to guide you. Bless you. So this is what Acharya Manjushri advised Acharya Dignaga. So this is Acharya Dignaga. So what he wrote on that slate was the biography of the Buddha. Just 2 lines. Just 2 lines. Believe it or not, 2 lines of one verse. One verse which has 4 lines. Of the first 2 lines, this explains the whole biography in the most succinct and the most profound way. So that is more for the learned people who can understand the deeper concepts of reality. Okay, so this is what I'm going to share with you. So what it says is that what are these 2 lines? These 2 lines, the one who is transformed into the reliable guide, motivated by altruism to benefit sentient beings, the teacher, Sugata, and protector to your frustrations. These are 2 lines. In Tibetan, these are 2 lines. And then there are 2 additional lines. This is the complete one verse. But the depiction of the Buddha's biography is done in these first 2 lines. So the first 2 lines we read every morning for our teaching here. Okay, anybody who can show this to us? Anyone? Joshua, page 5. Okay, page 5. You see in the middle it says, the one who has transformed into the reliable guide, motivated by altruism to benefit sentient beings. the teacher, Sukada, protector, to you are my prostrations. Okay, let me quickly explain these two lines, and then you will see that, okay, this is the biography of Buddha, and with the biography, what is expected is that we learn, and then see if you can also, in the first place, then what you want is, I want to experience fearlessness, and I want to expand the is to infinity. These two things. And this Prince Siddhartha, he succeeded in this journey. If this is what he succeeded, my goal is the same. So I'll also follow his footsteps, and then I'll also awaken the hidden treasure with myself. So it first says, the one who has transformed into the reliable guide. So we see the Buddha as the founder of the Buddhist teachings, the way to enlightenment. But there are so many teachers who say that I will show you the path to enlightenment, I will show you the path of, there are different teachers, and whose they approach them very, very, they say the opposites. And if that's the case, why should we have to believe in the Buddha? This is the question. Because there are so many other teachers, contemporary, those who preceded Buddha, who succeeded Buddha, there are so many teachers, why do we have to believe in the Buddha? This is the question. So for that, just see how he travels the path and see if it makes sense. If it makes sense, then since we are also approaching the same thing, we're also aspiring to attain the same thing, we also try to learn from him. And if we see that it doesn't make sense, then discard it. So the point is that it's not that if you follow this, you'll be rewarded. If you don't follow this, you'll be punished. No, there's nothing of this kind. It's entirely up to the individual. So first let us see what is the one who has transformed into the reliable guide, which means that transform, this word is laden with a very profound meaning. That transform meaning, he was not enlightened first. He was an ordinary person. As a Prince Siddhartha, he was an ordinary person. From there he transformed. He changed. So which means we are also ordinary beings. If he changed one of us, we can also change. So this gives us a hope. Not that he is special and we are ordinary beings. We cannot be like him. No, we can be like him. Because he was also ordinary once upon a time, the way we are now. So the one who is transformed from ordinary to the enlightened one, from the one with the ignorance, one with the full of wisdom, one with the selfishness to one with the universal compassion for all beings, one with the fears to the fearlessness, one with the least of the ease to the most expansive ease to infinity. This is what he has transformed into. If this is what he succeeded, how do you know that he succeeded in this? How do you know? How do you know that he succeeded in this journey? How do you know? It says, the one who's transformed into the reliable guide. Reliable guide, meaning that at first he was himself into ordinary meaning ignorance. And then he changed from ignorance to the wisdom. With this wisdom, he becomes such a reliable guide to lead all the beings to the state of fearlessness and infinite happiness. Reliable guide. Okay, that's okay. Everybody says that. I'm the reliable guide. I'm the reliable guide. My teacher is the reliable guide. Everybody says it. So how do we know that he actually is the reliable guide? So for this says, motivated by altruism to benefit all sentient beings. So now, going to the biography. So if you look at his biography, we see that he left the palace. And what is the motivation behind him leaving the palace? What is the motivation? So it says, motivated by altruism to benefit sentient beings. So for that, first thing that we need to have is that we need to have an objective approach. Science focuses on objectivity. One should be so objective, one's own suppositions, they should not taint what you are researching on. So, with a very objective state of mind, you see that this Prince Siddhartha, he left the palace at the age of 29. Why did he leave the palace? This question. So, ordinary people, very basic people, they may think that, okay, he's not happy in the palace, so he left. But If he's not happy in Paris, why he's not happy? He has a fight with others or so forth. Then he walked barefooted. He removed all his jewelries, all his garments, very expensive garments. He just left it, returned it. And he just went barefoot with a very simple robes, and then he left. And then even food, he's not sure. Usually he has all these luxurious cuisines. Now even food is not guaranteed. And it's not a few days he went out and come back. Not getting food, come back. No. He just made sure that he didn't come back. So, there must be a bigger reason. So now sensible people will see that looking at how he left. Sensible people, they sense that this Prince Siddhartha, as a young boy, since his childhood, he was extremely compassionate, and they will say, for including the story of the swan, the bird which Devadatta, his cousin, shot the arrow and it fell, and then Prince Siddhartha, younger than Devadatta, he went to protect this animal, remove the arrow, and the healing the bird. And was the Devadatta, he was asking for the ownership, that this is mine, I shot it, it's mine. He said, no, you are destroying this. Who owns this bird is the one who takes care of this bird. You are not taking care, you are destroying this life. And I'm taking care. So look, intelligence, compassion, this is what this young prince was. Then, as he grows older, like age 16, 17, 18, he could witness the injustices in the palace. Everywhere is happening, everywhere. Everywhere in the palaces, there these things are happening, everywhere. And he was there always to defend the people there, defend the common people who are being badly treated, unjustly treated by the royal family members. He was there to defend these ordinary people. And then he was thinking, okay, then the wars happening amongst the different kingdoms. So many people are getting killed. So how to protect all these beings? So at the most, he can become the king. If he remains the king, at the most he can become the next king. By becoming the next king, can I protect the beings? Forget about protecting all the beings. Even one's own kingdom you can protect. You get my own father. He already king, but he couldn't do anything. This injustice in his palace, injustice is happening. Common people are treated so badly. So if I become the next king, I become like my father. In which case I cannot protect the whole world. So now I have to look for an alternative way. So he left the palace. This is motivated by altruism to benefit the sentient beings. With this motivation, it made him to leave the palace. Having left the palace, what should he do now? He should look for the solution to all the problems. For the solution, he has to learn from somebody. So first he sought the help of the first teacher. The first teacher's name is Acharya Allarakala. So he sought help of the first teacher. And the first teacher, his realization, extremely high level. Later on, we'll come to learn about what's known as the three realms: desire realm, form realm, formless realm. Okay, I'm not going to complicate you at the moment. So, in the course of these 8 days, we will come to learn about these things. Okay, so these three realms. Within that, the first teacher already reached almost like the second highest level of realization in terms of the meditative experience. So Prince Siddhartha, he learned from the first teacher, and very quickly the Prince Siddhartha reached the same level as the first teacher. And Prince Siddhartha asked for more teachings. And the first teacher said that, no, you already attained everything, there's nothing more. And all my students, they are your students, you guide them. And the Prince Siddhartha, he left. Because he came here to look for the solution for the world, not only for his personal realizations. So he did not get the solution to help the whole world. So he left and sought help of second teacher. Second teacher, Acharya Udreka. And this teacher, Acharya Udreka, he reached the highest level of what is known as meditative concentration. So, Prince Siddhartha again sought help of that second teacher, and very quickly Prince Siddhartha reached the same level as the second teacher also. And again, he asked for more teachings. The teacher said, you get everything. There's nothing higher than this. You already reach the highest level. And Prince Siddhartha, he knows that he did not get the solution to the problems for all the whole world. So what he did is that he left. Then he said for 6 years, the practice, austere practice, and finally he found the wisdom. You're getting it? So yesterday, the last 2 days, we were talking about the wisdom. So finally he found the wisdom to see everything like dream. So this wisdom, he found it. So it says, the wisdom to be taught to all the beings. So what's the second one? Motivated by altruism to benefit sentient beings. What's next? Hey, the teacher. The teacher means the wisdom to be taught to the beings. The wisdom to be taught to the beings. Teacher is not just a teacher, but the teacher of this particular wisdom. Wisdom to see everything like a dream. To see to see nothing exists, but empty of objective reality. So he found this path, the wisdom. Now, okay, those of us who know the COVID vaccine. So COVID vaccine, when it was first discovered, found, but when it was first formulated, was it directly distributed, marketed, or what will be done? Tested. First, we cannot, oh, I found the COVID vaccine now we can market it. No, it can be done. It should go through tests, trials, human trials. It is go through the trials. You getting it? And there is a standard, some standard there to fulfill. Once that is fulfilled, then you can market it. Till that point, you cannot. Because we don't know this COVID, the so-called COVID vaccine, this will kill you or this will kill you, we never know. So it must be tested. So for that, this Prince Siddhartha, what he did was that he found this wisdom and he tested it on himself to see if it's working. He tested it on himself. So what we discussed last time, that the iceberg, 5,000 years iceberg in Arctic Circle, on this you may stack buildings, stories after stories. Then, after 5,000 years, 2025, global warming, the iceberg melts. And everything that is stacked upon it once upon a time, thinking that this iceberg will never melt. And with the global warming, it melts and everything stacked on this will crumble down. So likewise, this Prince Siddhartha, he experimented it. This wisdom to see everything like a dream. So with this experimentation, what happens? The iceberg of the self-grasping ignorance dissolves. It dissolves, and whatever is stacked on that, what are the things that are stacked on that? Oh wow, okay, Shubham. Shubham from something? Retreat on? Hey, wisdom of self-grasping ignorance. It's amazing. No, that's amazing. This hall is not like that. This hall is very beautiful. I don't know, the moment somebody enters in this, then the wisdom given us to ignorance is coming. What happened in Shubham? You borrowed from here or you borrowed from something? Wisdom of self-grasping ignorance. Huh? Okay, so what is that? Now tell me. What are the things stacked on the self-grasping ignorance? Inappropriate attention, afflictions, contaminant karmas, misery samsara. Very good. Okay, is there anybody who is 19 years old? 19 years old, anyone? No one. How old are you? 16. How old are you, 16? How old are you, 16 years old? 19. Okay, anyone else? 19 or low, the younger than 19? Anyone? Okay. Shubham, how old are you? Okay, I thought you were 19. Okay, so this guy is the second youngest one. Maybe somebody who is 20, 21. Anyone? Carl? 20? No? Okay. Okay, so okay, Shubham, thank you. So all what is stacked on the self-grasping ignorance, what is stacked? on self-grasping ignorance. Hey, any private tension, affliction, contaminant karmas, and miseries. They are stacked on self-grasping ignorance, and when the iceberg melts, and everything crumbles down. Right? Misery is down. That tears, painful tears, down. You get me? So this was what the Buddha was experiencing. Sugata. What is next, teacher? Next. Sugata meaning the one who experiences the bliss of the purity. One who experiences the bliss of the purity. With this experimentation, putting this wisdom of emptiness into trial, experiment to his own experience, then self-grasping ignorance melted. The stain is melted. Once these two are melted, then all what is stacked on these all melt away. So, what happens is your disturbance, all the disturbances dissolve. What's the opposite of disturbance? What's the opposite of disturbance? Peace, absolute peace. Absolute peace dawn. So you're getting it? Now he became very confident. Sugata. This is what he experienced. Absolute peace, the bliss of the purity is manifested. So Sugata. What is next? Protector. With this experience of the Sugata word, then he went out to protect the beings by sharing the wisdom. Okay, so it says protector. This is how you traverse along the path to enlightenment. This is how you become enlightened. This is how you become a reliable guide. Because you have been through this, and now you become such a reliable guide from your own experience. And that you are not that you are a prince, so therefore you are very special. No, this is the ordinary people's way of thinking. Oh, he's a prince, very special. She's a princess, very special. This is ordinary people's thinking. The real prince or princess should be the mental qualities. Then you can respect them. So you traverse along this path in this way. First motivated by altruism, by intentional links. Then you found the wisdom. Then you experimented it, and then you experienced the result. So with this result, you went out to share this wisdom with other beings. So this is who you are. So therefore, you become such a reliable guide. We can rely on you. So this is biography. So having said this, then the Buddha, become enlightened. Become enlightened under the Bodhi tree in Bodh Gaya. How many been to Bodh Gaya? Raise hands. How many been to Bodh Gaya? Oh, yeah, many of you. Okay, so you must go there to Bodh Gaya, this place where the Buddha became enlightened. And oftentimes people go there, the people tree, the Bodhi tree, people tree. Bodhi tree is very important. But the most important thing is be mindful. Be mindful. People they don't know. The most important thing when you go for pilgrimage, then the most important thing you should know and be mindful of that under the Bodhi tree per se is blessed. Okay, we can see blessing, but this is not the real thing. Real thing is that the Buddha was sitting on a seat. What was he doing? Seat also is not really, it's blessed, it's okay. But this is not everything. The most important thing is on that seat, Buddha was sitting. And Buddha was doing something. What was that thing Buddha was doing? That made him Buddha. You getting it? That made the seat special. That made the tree special. So what was that thing he was doing? He was meditating on the wisdom of emptiness. You getting it? This wisdom of emptiness, that is precious. Don't forget it. People who go to pilgrimage, they don't think about this. They're not even aware of that. Oh, this tree, this old one, this tree is the second generation. The first generation was rooted, and then the sapling was taken to Sri Lanka. From there, and again, and the sapling was from there, and now this is the what? Third generation or second generation. Original India, then from there the branch went to Sri Lanka, and from there again it came back to So this is second to third generation. What do you call it? Second generation, third generation. Huh?
The same,
Huh?
the same tree.
And there I know. Huh? Third gen. Okay, let's say third generation. Third generation. Also, they never think about what the Buddha was doing. Why this special? Why this tree is special? There are so many Bodhi trees everywhere in the world. Why that is special? Because of the Buddha. Why Buddha is special? Because of his awakening. What is the awakening? The wisdom. The wisdom which dissolves all the tears, which dissolves the ignorance, which dissolves all the tears. That is for the pilgrimage. We go there to think of that. Not just the tree, not just the seed, not just the temple, but to think of this place is very special because the Buddha was doing something. The Buddha was meditating on the emptiness. That is, remember that. Remember that. That is important. Okay. So, this is the biography. Let's not forget it. From this, we say we need to be inspired. See if you're inspired. Okay. So the one who is the one who is transformed into the reliable guide, motivated by altruism to benefit sentient beings, the teacher, Sugat and protector to administrations. Just see that do you fit in this? The one who's transformed meaning he was originally ordinary person. I'm also ordinary person. From there he transformed. How transformed? The initial motivation was motivated by altruism, Bodhichitta. Can I generate Bodhichitta? Yes, of course we can generate Bodhichitta. So for that there are steps to take you there. So that is something that we do to the Bodhichitta. This is the beginning point. Then from there, driven by Bodhichitta, then you have to do something to awaken the Buddha nature. What should we do? To apply the remedies. What's the remedy? The wisdom of emptiness. So you have to find the wisdom of emptiness, number 2. Once you find the wisdom of emptiness, what should we do? Once you get the medicines. So if you're suffering from tuberculosis, once you get the medicine, what should we be doing? Take the medicine. And taking the medicine, it removes the tuberculosis? Okay, share with the now.
The third wisdom will be to meditate. We don't need.
Okay, so, okay.
Experimenting.
Okay, yes. So let us say that let's say that if I'm suffering from tuberculosis, and then first I diagnose that my illness is discovered. After illness is discovered, tuberculosis, then I should get the medicine. Once the medicine, the doctor prescribes medicine, and the doctor tells me that if you take the medicine, your tuberculosis will be over. So I take the medicine. The next day, right? Today I took medicine, and the next day the problem is not over. I go to the doctor. If you're a doctor, what do you tell me? Doctor, you told me that if you take the medicine, the disease will be over. But I took medicine yesterday, I still have the problem. What do you say?
It takes time.
Huh?
It takes time.
Okay, it takes time. So what should I should I wait? Huh? Take medicine every day till I die. Huh? Till enlightenment. Okay, tuberculosis medicine. Okay, next time also I have to take medicine with me. Oh, okay. Okay, there.
Take the medicine until the doctor tells you to stop.
I see. If the doctor dies before what?
Normally it takes 3 months for tuberculosis.
Okay, what is your professional? What's professional?
I have someone who had tuberculosis.
Okay, this is coming from the experience of somebody who she knows so well. Okay, thank you. So the doctor will say that when I say take the medicines and your problem will be over, doesn't mean that it takes over one day. you take it regularly for the, say, 6 months. And some medicines can be very effective, take for 3 months. Otherwise, 6 months. When I was a little boy, at those days, medicines were not that sophisticated or developed, so therefore one has to take like 1.5 years. So now the medicine has improved a lot. When I was in my 30s, the medicine to be taken for 6 months. So now I heard that medicine they become even more effective, that you can take it only for 3 months. Okay, so yes over there.
One can also take precautions while taking the medicine.
Yes, of course. Take utmost precaution. Medicine doesn't mean that you take medicine and then you do whatever you like. It can destroy you. So you have to take the other the precautions also. Very good. Okay. So the point is that we can also take the wisdom, and you practice wisdom over and over again. Take the dose over and over again. Medicine over and over again for the next 3 months, 6 months, or whatever required. So, likewise for the enlightenment, awakening your Buddha nature, you have to take the dose of wisdom of emptiness regularly. So, in other words, whatever wisdom that we have learned in these 8 days, and there are many who are also seniors, the seniors, to have seniors in these retreats is extremely helpful, for the reason that others who are beginners, they can be inspired to see that. For example, let's say, Carla, how many years you studied Dharma, Buddhist philosophy? Carl, how many years you studied Dharma? 10 years. Then Samsala, 4 years. And Ajda Bimla, 10 years. As the Bimla actually born with Buddhist teachings. But the most seriously, the last 10 years, more than 10 years. More than 10 years. 2011. How many years? 2011 till today? 14 years. Okay. So Ajahn Dawabhagwan is from medical background, so therefore not good maths. Yeah, so 14 years she thought it's 10 years. Okay, so this is also what we can do. So once to see this, okay, Joshua, how many years?
More than 10 years.
Yes, very inspiring. Okay. We have 2 venerables here since birth.
Many lives.
Many lives, yeah, many lives from many lifetimes. Yes, of course. Number 1, to be born in the Buddhist community. Number 2, become a monastic requires so much merit from many lifetimes. So what you said is correct. Thank you. Okay, good. So this is the biography, and see if say contemplate more on this biography. Contemplate more on this biography to see that, okay, so this is how Prince Siddhartha had the journey of enlightenment, and to stop the tears of the painful tears, and to expand his ease and share this wisdom with all the beings. And you must watch, I would say, you must watch that 50, there are, I think, 54 episodes of the Buddha. 54 of them are there. 54 series are there. A series of 54 episodes. You Google search the Buddha episodes. And this is amazingly beautifully done on the Buddha's biography. Great inspiring Buddha episodes. There are 54 of them. For one or the other, start from the birth till the enlightenment and then the Dharma. So all these were there. 54 of them are there. Buddha episodes. You must watch them. And then it has the original one is in English. Original one is in Hindi. And the maybe it is more Sanskritized Hindi. But of course, those who speak Hindi, you can understand it. And then there is the ones with subtitles in English. That would be very helpful for the the people who are dependent on English language subtitles. So you must try to get the one with the subtitles in English. And with the Mandarin, it must be there. With Mandarin subtitle, it must be there. I'm not sure, but I think last year the one with the subtitle in Tibetan has also come out. So it's now coming out in many languages with subtitles in many languages. So you must watch that. So this is like seeing is believing. You see the life story, but you visually you see that, or the Buddha's life story. That would be great inspiring for us. Okay, so yes, we stop here for the break, tea break, and group discussion. We'll recite the. Oh yes, we'll recite the handout, Buddha praise, Buddha Shakyamuni praise, handout. Yes, okay. And the handout with Buddha praise. Okay. It should be extra on the table.
The table of the next to the Tibet House.
Okay, no, the praise, the handout.
The prayer. I put it there. Yeah.
Okay, so raise hands those who do not have this. Okay. How many of them are there? Quick. Raise hands. Okay, raise hands. Those who didn't get a copy, raise hands. Okay, good. We'll chant this together. Tage tuje shage riso to shenge mito Dege Bojomba Serge Bo Abu Jebe Ku Shage Gebo Jala Jate Bo Moni Mahamuna Iswaha Moni Mahamuna Iswaha Age tuje shage riso cho shenge mito ye ponjoma serge bo tabo Jebe Ku Shage Gebo Kyala Chase No Moni Mahamona Iswaha Moni Mahamona Iswaha Age tuje shage riso cho sheng Dege mojo ma sege mo tabu jibe ku shaye gebo yama cha se do Oh, Mone, Mone, Mahamona Iswaha. 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 Oh, Mone, Mone, Mahamona Iswaha.